welcome in Magic. It's gathering players, Magic learners, much love. Travis here bringing you MTG of the day with Infectity, Affinity, Infect, Robots with Poison. If you haven't seen the deck tech, make sure to check that out as we are getting our daily optimal dose of Magic learning. Even the pros are still learning. After 20 years, I'm still learning. If you're here, you want to learn, which is awesome community. So let us develop our brain capacitors today in the pre-noon era. And okay, and do our daily discussion, our daily mental exercises. You know what's crazy is that not everyone does math on a daily basis. That is frightening. So, does the opponent have Spell Snare? They've got either Spell Snare or Lightning Bolt. I don't want to get trolled with a Spell Snare. Ooh, maybe they have Spell Burst for the Opal. Stubborn Denial. That is really strange. I'm gonna pay 1 for it. That is would have caught our Tezzeret next turn, instead did nothing. So thank the lords. Thank the makers. Just a forewarning, I'm a bit discombobulated after I was up until 2 a.m. working on some back-end project stuff. So yeah, I don't necessarily recommend. I don't do that every night, and I don't recommend doing it every night. But sometimes it's good to. Yeah, sometimes I'm just possessed by a desire to get shit done, and it is all-consuming. And there's a limitless amount of things for me to get done. There's a limitless amount of things for me to get done. I can get done unlimited things. Okay, so we could grow our Darksteel Citadel into a 5/5, but I'm going to put it out of Lightning Bolt range and go grab some meat. How about Cranial Plating? Could have grabbed any of these, but Cranial Plating on Inkmoth Nexus could be lethal on the next turn. Actually would be lethal on the next turn. So see if the opponent can do anything to disrupt that. Capex. I mean, they're stuck on one land. They don't have a whole lot going on. Stubborn Denial is interesting. I think I'm going to not go for this kill, or we can just drain them out. Maybe we can just go for the Brain Drain. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Lightning Bolt our Signal Pest. There that goes. So don't have quite enough to kill right now. Or do we? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, not quite enough. I'm gonna +1 again, just because I like cards. There's another Cranial Plating, in case we needed another Cranial Plating. Do we need another Cranial Plating? How about another Ravager? 1 plating is a lot of platings. Okay. 2 platings maybe is a good amount of platings. Meanwhile, this game is spiraling more and more out of control for the opponent. I'm actually rooting for them to hit a land drop here to make it a little bit closer, so that they don't just scoop out. I like to be winning. Maybe more than winning in the sense of the solitary moment of I won this game. I like winning as in being highly advantaged, right? Oh, it's like, wow, why'd you scoop, man? I was winning. Well, now you won. Death Shadow, there we go. That explains it. Alright, well, the opponent is dead 10 times over. Opponent is dead 10 times over. You know, I'm gonna go for the Tezzeret Drain, the reason being, that is something that I don't usually get to do, although we can win with Infect too. Bam, Tezzeret for the Brain Drain. Put the opponent to -7. We had the Infect kill Zoras as well, but again, against a deck like this, Thoughtcast seems good. Seems better than, kind of better than Hunger than M. And then I just want more Tezzeret. After a little bit of Tezzeret, I only want more Tezzeret. So let's do it. And then we could have gone with one Relic of Brogenitus, but chose not to. Alright, back for game 2 here. And this is a pretty good one. We've got several Infects. We can keep this on the draw. We've got good mana, and we've got a Thoughtcast, so we are basically a pretty decent draw. Not a perfect draw. We're missing out on a juicy gas card. Cranial Plating, Steel Overseer, Tezzeret, whatever, but the great thing about the draw step is you draw a card every turn. Interesting Mishra's Bauble. Very interesting deck. I think that Relic of Brogenitus should maybe be in here. I'd be shocked if the opponent was not Gurmag angling. There's a Ravager, which is probably a good draw. I'm going to go with the Springleaf Drum here. I don't want to expose the Vector Asp to removal just yet. This way we can get the Springleaf with the Vector Asp down and make mana for it immediately to cast either Thoughtcast or Arcbound Ravager. Although it might be worth delaying the Ravager. See what kind of threats the opponent presents us with. There's another Steam Vents. Got the opponent to 16 already. We're winning. We're winning on the board. Opponent down to 14. The Infect plan is actually probably not super good here because the opponent is dealing so much damage to themselves that it's easier to just finish them off with the regular damage. That's the way that it seems to be going. There's another Serum Visions from the opponent. And that is it for their turn. Maybe. Another Sleight of Hand. Okay, so we have a turn to do whatever. I think it would be good to draw a Mox Opal. Cranial Plating. Never unhappy for that to happen. So let's go ahead and make the Vector Asp. I would Thoughtcast if it only cost 1 mana, but that is not the case. I'm going to get the Ravager down. Yeah, it can get Lightning Bolted, whatever. Not a big deal. And then Plating plus Thoughtcast coming up to try to pull ahead on cards. If we can pull ahead on cards in this matchup, okay, yeah, here's the Delve. Gurmag Angler is my expectation. If we lose this game and go to a third game, Relic of Brogenitus is definitely coming in. Yeah, for the Tainted Strikes. Okay. However, if we have Cranial Plating and we can just trade a Vector Asp for Gurmag Angler, that would be the ideal, and is a definite possibility. Interesting. Tapping out to do this. Super interesting. I think if we draw a Mox Opal, we win. Maybe. Alright, well, I don't think we actually win. I just said that. Or maybe we win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. We can... In what world do we win, bro? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe. Maybe. We can wake up the Nexus. Tainted Strike It is 2. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not even close, yo. So do we want a Thought Cast? I think so. Me thinks so. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. That is interesting. So we could play a Tezzeret and we could make a 5/5 indestructible Darksteel Citadel. Or we could play Cranial Plating on our Vector Asp and send in, which would be non-lethal. I kind of like making... Oh no, oh my god, I don't want to sacrifice. Or we could play Steel Overseer and Cranial Plating. I'm going to go blue, black, Tezzeret, and I'm going to make a 5/5 Citadel, and I'm prepared to chump block if possible. And we still have some gas in our hand, and we still have plenty of mana. 5/5 Darksteel Citadel just seems great against a Gurmag Angler, because that is 5/5. It doesn't have indestructible. Zombie fish, Jesus, terrifying thing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and chump block if allowed. We don't necessarily have to. The opponent is attacking us. Yeah, I'm going to, though. I mean, we've got so many resources on board. Yeah, that might have been wrong. Who knows? Who knows what right? I don't even know what right and wrong means. Everyone thinks they're right to themselves. Almost everyone thinks they're right all the time. That's the magic of humans. Opponent down to 10. They're growing their Death Shadow. It might be nice to have that Vector Asp back to block something bigger. Serum Visions. Although the opponent has put themselves in a really precarious position down to 8. We haven't done any damage. I would like to see them tap out so we can know exactly what to do with our Tezzeret. Yeah, we played out like an Affinity deck. Not like a... They're trying to play another Gurmag Angler, but don't quite have the mana. There's an Inkmoth Nexus, which is good. 5. So we could go for the kill, as they say, where we use Tezzeret to make Springleaf, or to make Arcbound Ravager a 7/7. Play Inkmoth Nexus, play Cranial Plating, and then we can equip it at instant speed, if that's what we want to do. I'm not sure that's actually not what I want to do. I'm just a greedy man, and I want to look at the top 5 and grab something. So there's another Cranial Plating. I don't think we actually need 2 of them, but I'm not sure we need another Darksteel Citadel. I'm going to take the Citadel with the dream of growing it again. That is... And... if we get Vapor Snagged, then my bad, guys. I'm an idiot. I said no one thinks they're wrong, but sometimes people are like, alright, I was wrong. But people are very rarely like, I'm wrong and I'm doing it anyways. Well, sometimes they maybe are. But if they really believed it was wrong, would they be doing it anyways? This is so wrong, what we're doing. Yeah, sometimes. That is an insane mutagenic growth. Or is it? It's a 9/9. Can the opponent deal 5 more damage to themselves? We can even grow the Blinkmoth Nexus, so they need to put themselves. And we can also Tainted Strike, so that Death Shadow is not surviving. I'm sorry. Okay, well you probably already knew that. And then here's a Steel Overseer, and I'm gonna ship the turn. Steel Overseer is basically an expensive chump blocker for Tezzeret. I think that we're going to win though, which is awesome. Like I said, I like winning. I like winning, I also like to win. I'm going to chump block just because the worst thing that could happen is the opponent play, like, I don't know, gives a bunch of double strike effects. And then flings us. Okay, another Gurmag Angler. Interesting. Why not delve at all? What's the last card? Another Vector Asp. Okay, let us eat lettuce. Make that a thing. Play a Vector Asp. And we won. Awesome. Well, we were just in an Affinity deck, but moral of the story is I love Tezzeret. I love me some Tezzeret. So, thanks for watching. Much love. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. If you haven't taken our free Make the Most of Magic lesson, there's a link to that at the top of the description. Make sure to check that out. Thanks to all our patrons and everybody else. Much love, and I will see you tomorrow.